These two amendments would do wonders for our nation, and that's what the VLA will be voting on this morning.
Ken Quinn is the regional director for U.S. Term Limits, an organization that advocates for calling an Article 5 convention with all 50 states for the purpose of enacting congressional term limits and campaign finance restriction amendments to the U.S. Constitution.
What we want is to have the states have this discussion. We know Congress is not going to limit their own term of office.
The Veterans and Legal Affairs Committee discussed and voted on a joint resolution that would call for two separate Article 5 conventions to address the issues. Several committee members questioned if the conventions could be restricted to their topics.
I recognize that there is significant debate in good faith from both sides of this issue as to whether or not parameters could be considered and whether or not a convention could be controlled or whether it would run away to all sorts of other unrelated topics.
Senator Rick Bennett, the sponsor of the resolution, assured committee members that protections for a productive convention are in place.
The Constitution is very clear that an Article 5 convention is different and well-defined under the Constitution as opposed to a general constitutional convention.
Quinn adds that currently 6 other states have signed onto the convention, but even if they get to the 34 required states to agree, that doesn't necessarily mean a convention will be held.
Now, how this is going to play out is, as we get closer to the 2/3, Congress is going to finally read the writing on the wall, and they will preempt the process and propose the amendments to avoid the states doing it to them. This will probably go down in our history as the fastest ratified amendment our country has ever seen.
The joint resolution passed the committee by a vote of 6-3. It will now make its way for a full vote of the legislature. At the State House, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.